Level 6. I wanted to reintroduce other foods, but I got really sick. So this level was all about to just get healthy again. Welcome to my life as a carnivore. This level was a bit crazy. So we had to move and it was very stressful. So 1 week into level 6, we were right in the middle of moving and I got really sick. April 28th, exactly, that was our big moving day and it was like the worst day. I was so sick. I tried helping whatever I could, but sometimes I just laid on the floor because I collapsed. And I didn't eat anything all day, also because already the day before I got really sick after eating and nauseous and diarrhea, and I knew if I would eat something it just would make everything worse. So I was pretty weak and I tried to drink actually salt water to get enough electrolytes, because once I remember I was totally collapsed on the floor and I almost passed out because I was so dizzy and I just knew I need salt, I need water. And we were in the middle of moving a heavy big mattress down the stairs, so somehow on all fours I crawled up the stairs, crawled to the kitchen. I thought like I'm gonna pass out, and so I was like on the kitchen floor trying to reach for water and salt, and I put like salt crystals in my mouth and drank, and it finally started to get a bit better. Yeah, it was bad. And IBS cramps, of course. I don't remember what was it. We like started at 8 or 9 a.m. and by 6 p.m. I said I can't anymore. I really can't. So I just stayed at the new place and laid on a mattress. Oh yeah, and I tried to eat something, just ground beef, very safe, and nauseous, IBS and diarrhea. Yeah, that's how everything started. And then basically I was sick for entire level 6 basically. So I every time I tried to eat something I got really bad IBS cramps and diarrhea. I couldn't hold anything. So I was fasting 84 hours. I know there are people, especially in the carnivore community, there are lots of people, they fast like 5 days, 7 days. No, I'm not one of them. I don't like fasting. I don't think it's a good idea for me with my hormones right now. But so 84 hours, that's a long time fasting for me, forced fasting. What I was drinking is meat broth. Basically I made stew meat and I just drank the broth of it.
Tastes actually good, but one more thing. Did I mention that I'm starving?
I didn't drink any bone broth because I haven't no, I did honestly, I was scared of everything. I got off all the supplements, I got off egg yolks, everything. Yeah, everything. Just the supplements I really need. That was probably also not a good idea to get off all the supplements, but or almost all the supplements. But I was so worried because everything just caused me such bad IBS pain, and I was screaming. Really, I was screaming. It hurt so badly. After 84 hours of fasting, then I made it through without diarrhea for 24 hours. Yes. Yeah, one day I had diarrhea. I went to the bathroom, I think 15 or 14 times. Yeah, so then I tried to eat again, and I thought, okay, I know from previous days that too much fat can cause me diarrhea or like even nauseous or something. So I was like, okay, very, very lean meat. So I got even grass-fed organic sirloin. So like really lean, really good quality. And I made it well done because I was worried raw meat maybe not the best for me when I feel nauseous and sick. So I was starting to eat that, and like very little. And I got diarrhea again. Of course, not much because there was not much to come out, but yeah, so I started taking Imodium, and that actually helped. Imodium and cat's claw. I took 3 cat's claw a day for like a week actually. Cat's claw, a plant. Yes, I'm not opposed to plants for like supplements or herbs for medicine. Yes, that's awesome. They're great, they're powerful, and that really helped, the Imodium and the cat's claw. So I'm super glad, because without that I couldn't hold anything. So of course, level 5, I was starting to reintroduce foods, and I mean I had all these plans to reintroduce other foods and didn't even think about that. I just wanted to get better and on my regular foods that I could just hold anything. So why did I get sick? IBS cramps, diarrhea, all that. I don't know. Okay, I'm always honest with you guys. So yes, quite before that, but I thought I already kind of felt nauseous. I ate quite a lot of raw meat, what I usually don't do. I know there are people out there, they only eat raw meat. And I got it from Bentley Ranch, the local farm here, grass-fed, grass-finished, top quality. So that's the only way I eat raw meat. And I ate it before from them raw, ground beef with like egg yolk on it. So I did that again, and I ate more than before. But honestly, how I remember it, I already didn't feel all the way before I did that. So maybe that made it even worse, or you never know. But there's something very important I have to say here. So in 2016, I got really, really sick. IBS cramps, chronic mono, and I got diagnosed with other stuff, with Hashimoto's and CFS and whatever. But at that time, I wasn't even keto yet, and I made everything so much worse with the wrong foods. Yes. I couldn't even hold meat this time, so carnivore didn't like help me, but at least it didn't make it worse. So this time, my worst, longest IBS attack, I would say, was like 15 minutes. And as I mentioned before, I was screaming. No, really, it hurt so bad. But in 2016, now imagine you have IBS cramps for 8 hours. Yes. So it was much worse. Then I ended up in the ER twice. Once I even got carried into the car, what I don't recall at all. I don't remember anything of that. So I knew it's not like me being carnivore that caused that. And also IBS, irritable bowel syndrome. A lot of people, a lot of doctors actually call it irritable brain syndrome. Yeah, it is like it had a connection, gut and brain. So it's also very much psychological. I don't think all this pain I caused just with my brain, not only, but like stress. Stress can also cause it. And well, I was so stressed out with moving. We still were kind of in lockdown from COVID-19, so moving at that time wasn't really fun, and we didn't want any help. I moved about 20 times in my life. I lived in 20 different places, so not every time it's like a full on move. But yeah, I moved already too many times, so I'm not a fan of moving at all. So right after I didn't get a diarrhea anymore, my CFS, chronic fatigue syndrome, got crazy active, plus like a constant headache, like really, like for 10 days I think it lasted. I had a constant headache. I just made a video about my story about CFS, EBV and mono, and there I talked a little bit what I was going through. Then of course always the depression came with it. So I have to say here, because of Carnivore, the depression wasn't as bad as it could have been. Before I started Carnivore, I had really bad depression attacks, like every 10 days or so it hit me, and it was so bad, like I basically couldn't function anymore. I was just in my room, dark room, watching shows, and really so badly depressed. And I made everything 10 times worse with my eating disorder, binge eating. Of course, when I'm depressed, I eat the wrong stuff. No, I didn't eat gluten. I didn't even eat like Snickers or like Reese's or chocolate like that. I just ate my safe keto foods, but tons of like protein bars with still maybe 3 grams of sugar in it, but if you eat 10 of those a day or something, yeah, it adds up. And still artificial sweeteners in it, really bad binge eating attacks that gave me panic attacks, and of course IBS and all that again. Now when I have depression, I really think it's hormonal, but I could still kind of function. But yeah, and of course when you're sick, I was so sick, I got so weak, and usually I train a lot, and I didn't train at all. For over a month I didn't train at all. I started hiking, walking the dog again then, but that's not like going to the gym or boxing or pole fitness or weapons training or whatever. So yeah, you get depressed, and yeah, I'm also getting depressed when I'm in pain. Yeah, so yeah, I didn't eat anything I wasn't supposed to eat, so that's good. And well, I started eating normally again, first very lean, as I mentioned, because I was kind of worried about the fat content, but then I also wanted to get my fat intake up too, because it's very important. I thought I really need it. So of course I gradually added more and more food over the days, and then with the depression, of course I ate a lot again, but only meat, only safe food for me. So, and still not like, yeah, okay, maybe I went up to 2,000 calories, but not like 6,000 calories or so, and not the wrong bad foods. That's a very big difference. So actually at the very beginning of level 6, when I wasn't sick yet, I reintroduced egg yolks. And for me, basically it's every time it's the same. I think I'm doing good with it, and then I don't think I'm doing good with it, then I go off and then I try again. So but I just started reintroducing egg yolks, and I really thought, yeah, no problem, I'm fine. And then I got really sick. So yeah, I got off, I said that, I got off everything, well, really, literally everything but water. Once I started to get better again, so at the end of level 6, basically, I reintroduced the egg yolks again. And no problem at all. And I've been on egg yolks ever since, and I'm so glad I'm doing well with egg yolks, because egg yolks are so nutritious, are so good, and it's so delicious. It's like the sauce for on top of your steak, or the beefsteak tartare, or like, oh, I love it. Egg yolks, I think, is one thing I missed the most during my elimination diet. So yeah, this level was really just all about to get healthy again. If you like what you see, subscribe. If not, just click me away. I'm gonna have some meat now.